Something big just happened in the AI industry, and it's a warning sign that the gold rush might be changing direction. Scale AI, one of the biggest names in AI data labeling and model training, has reportedly cut thousands of its contractors, the human workers who help train artificial intelligence systems by labeling data, writing prompts, and evaluating AI responses. At first glance, it might seem like another round of tech layoffs, but it's much deeper than that. Scale AI's decision marks a major shift in how the AI industry operates, revealing what happens when automation starts automating itself. Let's break down what's going on and what it means for the future of AI jobs, data work, and the companies building the next generation of models. First, some background. Scale AI isn't a household name, but it's one of the most important behind-the-scenes players in the artificial intelligence boom. The company was founded in 2016 by Alexander Wang and quickly became a go-to partner for firms like OpenAI, Anthropic, Meta, and the U.S. Department of Defense. Its core business? Supplying high-quality training data, the raw material AI models need to learn. Think of every labeled image, every reviewed chatbot response, every ranked text output. That's human work. Scale AI built an enormous contractor network to do this, employing tens of thousands of freelancers worldwide to annotate, evaluate, and fine-tune the information fed into machine learning systems. These were the invisible workers powering the AI revolution, the human teachers behind the digital brains. But now, the company is scaling back, and fast. Reports show that Scale AI has cut large portions of its contractor workforce, including those working on RLHF, reinforcement learning from human feedback projects, a process essential to making chatbots like ChatGPT sound more natural, safe, and accurate. So, why would a company at the center of the AI boom start slashing the very people who make AI smarter? There are three major reasons, and together they tell a story about where the industry is heading. Reason 1, automation is catching up to the trainers. Ironically, the same technology those contractors helped build is now reducing the need for them. AI models are getting better at labeling data, evaluating responses, and even self-correcting errors. Scale AI has reportedly begun using synthetic data generated by AI models themselves, to supplement or even replace human-labeled datasets. This means, instead of hiring thousands of workers to tag or score information, the company can have models generate millions of examples instantly. It's faster, cheaper, and more scalable, but it also introduces a new risk: feedback loops. If models are trained on their own outputs, errors can multiply. Without enough human oversight, AI could start learning from biased, low-quality, or repetitive data, the digital equivalent of talking to itself in an echo chamber. Reason 2. The economics of the AI boom are shifting. In 2023 and 2024, money was pouring into anything AI-related. Companies like Scale AI could raise billions in funding to expand their operations and workforce. But in 2025, the reality is setting in. Costs are enormous, profits are thin, and investors are starting to demand efficiency over expansion. Training foundation models requires not only human labor, but massive compute power, energy, and storage, all of which are getting more expensive. By cutting contractors, Scale AI is signaling that the growth at all costs phase of the AI economy is ending. The new phase is about optimization and automation, doing more with less. Reason 3, the AI industry itself is consolidating. There are now only a handful of players capable of training frontier models: OpenAI, Anthropic, Google DeepMind, Meta, and a few others. These giants are increasingly building internal data pipelines and feedback systems, reducing their reliance on outside vendors like Scale AI. That means the outsourced AI labor market, once booming, is starting to shrink. Smaller startups that used to buy labeled datasets from Scale are being priced out, while the big companies are handling their data in-house. This leaves firms like Scale AI in a tight spot, either evolve into automation and software, or risk being sidelined entirely. So what does this mean for the broader AI workforce? It's the beginning of a massive structural shift. In the early days of the AI boom, data labeling and evaluation work was the entry point for thousands of people around the world to earn income from tech, from Kenya to the Philippines to the US. These were the ghost workers of AI, doing the repetitive, often underpaid tasks that machines couldn't handle. Now, as AI begins doing those tasks itself, we're witnessing the first wave of AI-induced job displacement within AI itself. It's a paradox. AI is automating the very labor that sustains it. But it's not just bad news. As lower-level labeling work declines, new types of human roles are emerging, ones focused on supervising, verifying, and auditing AI systems. Think AI quality analysts, bias auditors, and safety trainers. These roles require a mix of human judgment, contextual understanding, and ethical reasoning, things machines still can't replicate. In other words, the human role isn't disappearing, it's moving up the value chain. Companies will still need people who can interpret what AI does, ensure compliance with regulations, and identify when the machine gets it wrong. The demand is shifting from task-based work to judgment-based work. For business leaders and investors, Scale AI's move is a wake-up call. The AI ecosystem is evolving faster than expected. The era of massive human annotation armies is giving way to hybrid systems, part human, part machine. That also means the economics of AI development will change. Costs will drop in some areas but rise in others, especially in AI safety, ethics, and oversight, sectors that regulators are already targeting. And that's the key: regulation. Governments in the US and Europe are drafting rules that could require AI companies to prove that their data and their models are safe, fair, and transparent. Ironically, that could drive demand for more human oversight again, just in different, higher-skilled forms. So, where does this leave the industry? It's a turning point. The AI training economy that once relied on scale, millions of labeled images and thousands of human annotators, is now moving toward intelligence, fewer humans, but more specialized ones, working alongside automated systems. Scale AI's cuts are not just a cost-saving move, they're a signal, a sign that the easy money phase of AI is ending and the hard, operationally efficient phase is beginning. For workers, it's both a challenge and an opportunity. The repetitive tasks are disappearing, but the need for AI-literate, critical thinkers is exploding. For companies, it's a lesson in adaptation. The next wave of AI innovation won't come from sheer scale, but from smarter, cleaner, and more sustainable data ecosystems. And for the industry as a whole, it's a reality check, a reminder that even in a world built by machines, human judgment will always be the foundation that keeps intelligence, artificial or not, grounded in reality. Because at the end of the day, the real question isn't just how we train AI anymore, it's who gets to shape what AI learns next.